Well, we got two gentlemen here who seem to show off when they do their podcast and all this other mumbo jumbo they do. All I gotta say is this: they cut women off, they freaking try to bully their nice little narrative into other people's conversations and show off while they're doing it. I turned off on these guys not long after I found out about them. They're nobody special. They're one of those that thinks that we need to listen to them, gets a bunch of girls in there, and then just trashes them and talks down to them. It's like, this is sad. But here we go. Fresh and fit. Another entity that's part of this manosphere pushes a lot of stuff. They're based out of Miami, apparently. They do these podcasts, do these videos, and all this other mumble jumble. And their MO is as follows: they bring in a bunch of women, sit around the table, have a multi-woman roundtable discussion, talking about the things they want to talk about, cuts them down, degrades them, cuts them off when they are trying to make a point. You know, you're supposed to show proper decorum and show respect. When somebody is trying to prove a point, it's time for you to be quiet and listen to what they have to say. If you want a counterpoint, wait till they're done. That's very disrespectful. And again, I ask the same question I asked about other people. Are they authentic in this red pill ordeal? Because I have dealt with people who claim that they were patriotic, red pill, whatever, and they weren't. See, lots of women get on this show, and granted, they'll have OnlyFans on there, they'll have Instagram models on there, they'll have some people doing other things. They're actually women that do locally professional things, and I commend them for that. They work their butts off. And in advance, I'm going to say this: I was part of this hook, line, and sinker into this ordeal at one point in time. And then I start to see things. It was one particular episode where the lady was addressing some of the issues. I think it was the issue over, okay, if a man if they pay for dinner, should he get some action from the woman? And if the woman rejects, then you ghost them. And, she was proving a point. Hey, so we're supposed to give it up. So she gives it up. And how is that fair? It's not fair. See, I have a system. Everyone should adapt to a system. You don't have to adapt to mine. Adapt to your own system. When I got with the young lady I'm with now, we went on 5 dates. It was a 5-date initiative that I went through. You don't freaking force them to give it up on the first or second date. What kind of ramrodness is that? That's stupid. And then you're going to ghost them if they don't give it up? Good Lord. Number one, you're showing you're desperate. Number two, all that demonstrates is you're doing it for hoo-ha and hee-hee instead of being serious and finding out this woman and you are going to go somewhere. So these guys will have that round table and straight degrade these women. If they made choices, that's on them. But you don't degrade them. You agree to disagree and you move on. Be negotiable. And then when Sneeko got on there and started pointing out some things that were kind of red flaggish, they weren't too keen on that. They didn't like that too much. Well, I don't care. Fresh and fit, there's a damn door. You want to block me on YouTube? You want to block me on Twitter? I don't give a damn. You ain't hurt my feelings. But I will say this: you just need to learn some respect. Now, do some of these women deserve it? No. But how are you going to know who earned it and who didn't if you don't interact with these women? And that's the key. What do I know? I'm just some guy. But I do know this: the way you're doing things is just completely wrong. And you wonder why you're retreating to other platforms. It's up to the man. And by the way, my system, if you think that up to 5 dates, I'm simping, no. I want to show the woman that I'm not in it for the sex. And that's what people need to remember. Just saying. Fresh and fit, if you don't like that ideology, there's a damn door. And next 24 hours, we'll do part 3. There's just one thing I'm going to say about Just Pearly. And next 24 hours, we'll do part 3. There's just one thing I'm going to say about Just Pearly.
You're next!